Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 19 of Rattle Together, where we achieve success through respect, ambition, tenacity, trustworthiness, loyalty, and empathy. I'm Miss Burns, and this is our Earth Day craft video. Let's start off with our riddle. Yesterday's riddle was what five-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it? I hope you guys were thinking about that one. This one was silly, a little tricky. The answer was in the riddle. So, what word becomes shorter when we add 2 letters to it? The word short. When we add 2 letters, what are those 2 letters? What letters, when we say them together, say er? That's right, E-R. So look, short has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters in it. And now I add E-R. I added 1, 2 letters, and the word becomes shorter. That's fun, right? Okay, and today's riddle is what starts with a P, ends with an E, and has thousands of letters in it. Think about that one for tomorrow. What starts with a P, ends with an E, and has thousands of letters in it. So, while you're thinking about that one, let's get started on our Earth Day project. Now, today's Earth Day, which really we should be celebrating the Earth every day, right? We should always be keeping in mind how to help our planet, because if our planet doesn't make it, neither do we, guys, right? So, we need to keep the pollution out of the water. We need to keep the pollution out of the air. We need to keep it off the streets and out of the forests. That's a big place to start, right? Maybe driving less because the fumes from the cars are not good for the air. Using paper bags or bags that we have purchased from home that are cloth, fabric bags and not plastic bags, because plastic doesn't go away. Anything made of plastic stays forever. Everything that's ever been made out of plastic on this planet is still here on this planet. Most of it is in the oceans, which is really, really sad, guys. And I know that there are a lot of people out there trying to fix it and fighting for it, but we all have to help out. And Earth Day is a great day to remember that. So I have a challenge for you after we make this project together today. And the challenge is for you to create a video where you take your project and you're going to make a video where you hold your camera so that it is horizontal the way that mine is right now. So if you have a phone, that is, you have to hold it horizontal. What does horizontal mean? Being on its side this way. So this is horizontal, this is vertical. So you want it horizontal. And you want someone to hand you your project, or you want them to lightly toss it to you on your right side. This is my right, it's your left. So that you'll pretend to catch it over here. You'll hold it up in front of you here. You'll say what you write on the project, and then you'll pass it off that way or toss it that way. And then you'll send me your videos to my email or on Facebook, and I will make one big video that looks like everyone is throwing them and catching them, just like a lot of the other videos that you guys have seen lately, but it'll be specifically Earth Day. All right, so let's get started. For today's project, you will need a coffee filter, a blue and a green marker, and 2 pieces of paper, 1 white paper, well, it doesn't matter what color, to write your little message on. And another paper, also doesn't really matter the color, but if you can choose a color that's close to your skin tone, that might be nice, or, you know, a shade of brown would be a good color to use. A pair of scissors, a pencil, and water. Actually, preferably water in a spray bottle where you can go ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. I don't have one. If you don't have one, you'll want water and paper towels, or you can use your hand and flick the water, which is what I'll try first. If it doesn't work, I'll use a paper towel. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to tilt my camera down for you guys so you can see what I'm doing. If you need to pause the video to get these things, you can do that now. Now, what do you guys think? Why would we need green and blue for Earth Day? Right, when you look at a globe, when you look at the Earth, it's green and blue. So we're going to start. You can scribble, you can color however you want, green and blue all over your coffee filter. So I'm just going to, actually, I'm going to start with the green. It does not matter, guys. I'm going to make it kind of Earth-like. I'm going to make some land over here. Land mass. I don't know what that country would be or continent would be, but it doesn't really matter. Just green and blue scribbled on, kind of all over the place. If you have the washable markers, that'll work best for this. Because I'm just scribbling now. I've abandoned my plan. Because the washable markers, when we spritz it with water, those will bleed the best. Those will, like the color will spread out the most. And then I'm going to put my blue everywhere that I didn't put my green. Hopefully this doesn't make a big mess on my desk, Mr. Lee. I'm sorry. Or Mr. Ron. Whoops. Whoever actually comes into my office to clean up. I'm coloring all over my paper. And you do not have to, like, it really can just be scribbles. It does not have to be perfect in any way. Look at what I'm doing. I'm just going for it. Just putting that color on the page, or on the coffee filter. I'm calling it paper. It is, right? Kind of. So now I have that. I'm going to take my water. Look at me. I put my fingers right in it. We'll see what happens. I'm going to drip it on it. Now, if you are doing this, ooh, look at it all over the desk. That's okay. I will wipe it up with paper towels before we move on to the next part of the project. Look what's happening to all the colors. Maybe Miss Burns put too much color on, because what's happening? Yeah, it's all moving around. It's called bleeding. Look at that. That's fun. I don't know if you can see that. Well, maybe I need a little bit of, maybe, you know what, instead of putting water on, I'm just going to dip it in the, oh, that looks really cool. Okay, so I'm going to take this big mess that I just made, and I'm going to put it off to the side somewhere for until we need it again. I'm going to just lay it over here on the other part of my desk. Oh my goodness, guys. Look. My fingers are blue and green. Well, but because it's water, you know, it's washable, came right off my desk, and that will wash off my hands eventually. And I actually think I'm going to take a paper towel or two, oh no, and put them underneath. Sorry, you guys are not watching anything really exciting right now. I'm going to put them underneath my little globe here, my little earth, so that it doesn't ruin the countertop over here. Okay, so that's my earth. Isn't it pretty? That's so much fun. Guys, I hope that yours are turning out as beautifully as mine. Oh my goodness gracious, I just folded over in half. So, while that's drying now, put my water aside, and I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to trace my hands. You might need someone to help you trace. Oh wait, I'm going to take these rings off. You might need someone to help you trace the hand that you don't write, or that you do write with. So you're going to watch me struggle in a second. I'm going to trace my own right hand. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to use my left hand to do this, see how well I do. It might come out messier than the other hand. Oops. Tracing, tracing, tracing. How many fingers did I have to trace? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. And I traced how many, 5 fingers, how many times? 2 times, that's right. And how many fingers are on my paper? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 5, 2 times, 5 times 2 is 10. Very good. You guys are so smart. So I'm going to put my rings back on so I don't lose them. And I'm going to cut my hands out. Not my hands. The hands out of the paper. Don't cut your own hands, guys. Try and cut on the lines. If you have trouble cutting, or if you are not yet trusted with scissors by yourself, let a grown-up help you. And let them cut out your hands. Oh my goodness, guys, I forgot something that we really need for our project, which is glue. I have it with me, but I forgot to tell you guys about it. So you need glue or tape, something to put all these pieces together in the end. Oh my goodness, guys, I am going so slowly because I want to be careful not to cut any of these fingers off. That would be terrible. Then I'd have to start over. So, doing my best. Oh my goodness, I almost got it. In the wrong spot. Up and down and up and down. This is good practice for everyone. If you haven't gotten to practice your cutting skills lately, now's your chance. Alright, there's one hand all cut out. And let me cut my second hand out. I'm going to try this time. I'm going to cut like kind of around the whole thing. Shoop, doop, and then cut. Because there was just too much kind of extra paper hanging around. Made it kind of hard. And you can really use any color paper for your hand. If you don't have a shade of brown, that is totally fine. You can use white or red or yellow or blue or purple, whatever you want. Maybe you're wearing gloves. We don't know. And gloves can be any color, right? Or you painted your hands, or you dyed your hands like I just dyed mine blue. Alright, I'm almost done on my thumb. Okay, I'm almost done, almost done, almost done, almost done, almost done, almost done. I finished. So now I have 2 hands. And I'm going to set those aside. And now I'm going to think, and I'm going to use, you can use your blue marker or your green marker or a black marker, whatever you want. And I'm going to write, "These hands can." That's what I'm going to start with. And I'm going to write it kind of halfway. If you need help to do this, why don't you fold your paper in half hot dog. Let's do that. We're lining up the edges. I'm having difficulties lining up my edges nicely. Push back to the middle and slide out. And I'm going to take this side and bring this edge into the middle, into that crease. Slide my finger back, slide out, slide out. Now I have kind of a line where I can write. And I'm going to write, "These hands." Actually, you know what? My goodness, guys. Is that enough space? It might not be enough space. So what I'm going to do is take this side and I'm going to go to the second crease. So I have my middle crease and I have this crease. And I'm taking the opposite side. I'm going all the way to this second crease, the one that's closest to the other end. And I'm going to push back from the middle and slide out and slide out. That didn't really do what I wanted. It's kind of crooked. Let me try again, guys. Maybe I should go to... It's very crooked. It does not have to be perfect, but, you know, I would like it to be. Alright, so now this is what my paper looks like. And I have a space at the top, and I'm going to, oh my goodness, you guys, I'm making such a mess of this. I'm going to use this little space to write these hands, and then can and whatever we're going to write. Have a grown-up just help you space it out on here, because I just made a big mess of this paper for no reason. It's not actually as helpful as I thought it would be. All right, so these is spelled T-H-E-S-E. Oh, that is definitely big enough. These. Next word, hands. Huh, huh, huh. What says huh? H, you're right. Huh. And. How do we spell and? Anyone first grade and up, you should know. And. A-N-D, that's right. A-N-D. Now, how do I make it be hands? Two hands. Put an S at the end. Very good. Can. K-k-k. C-A-N. These hands can. And I want you to pick what you think your hands can do to help the world. I'm going to write plant a flower. Plant. P-lant. And I'm not going to go through slowly to help you spell these, because you're going to write your own with help of a grown-up, or with your own creative spelling is fine. And because I want them to be unique. Now, what do I need at the end of my sentence? A period, right. And what did I put in the very beginning of the sentence? What is my T? Capital, right. Capital T and a period at the end. These hands can plant a flower. Now it's time to take all of our pieces and put them together. I don't think our globe, our earth, is really ready for this yet, but let me see. I'm going to try and dry it a little with the paper towels. It's definitely not ready, but I'll show you. It's going to go right here in the middle. Okay. And the hands are going to, oh wait, how do hands go? If I'm holding something in my hands, where are my thumbs? On the outside, that's right, but also on the top. So they should be like this. And does that look right? Or maybe they should be like this. So I'm holding the earth. Does that look like right? So you're gonna glue it like this, or tape it. I'm afraid of what's gonna happen if I glue that right now, because it is wet still. So I'm gonna take, I'm gonna take the glue the hands on. Remember, dot, dot, not a lot. There's one hand, and over on this side, dot, dot, not a lot. Make kind of triangles. This, I don't know if it'll actually glue. It's kind of dry. It's on the dry side. Just gluing that down. So once it's dry, when you hold it up, hold on, let me fix the camera now. And hey, there I am. Wait, I went too far. Okay, this burns got carried away. So when it's done and dry, you might want to Actually, hold on. I'm going to see if I can make it stand up a little bit better by putting some glue on some of these fingers. I'm going to do a little bit of dot, dot, not a lot, on the fingers that touch the globe. Yes! Isn't it so cool? So what you're going to look like when you make your video, when I make my video, well, I'm going to start it, but when you make your video, you're going to make it look like you're getting it from this side. So if someone can hand it to you, have them hand it to you over here. You'll get it and you'll say, these hands can, for me I would say, these hands can plant a flower. And then pass it off the other way or toss it. Make sure it's totally dry before you do this though. All right, guys, if you can get me those videos, I said Friday morning to some people, but I'm going to change that and say just anytime on Friday. For those of you on the East Coast, we are 3 hours behind you over here. So, yeah, we're 3 hours behind. Come on over. Just kidding. I don't know why I said that. This Burns is a little silly. All right. I hope that you had fun doing this project. I certainly did. It's a good reminder for us on Earth Day of what we can be doing to help our Earth. And I really like the way my globe came out, my Earth came out. So, if you are emailing me your videos, send them to rburns, R-B-U-R-N-S, @kusd.org. Facebook is fb.me/rattle-together, R-A-T-T-L-E, to get her, T-O-G-E-T-H-E-R. And you can message me on that same page, or you can type in m.me/rattle-together, period, R-A-T-T-L-E, to get her, T-O-G-E-T-H-E-R, period. And I hope that you are all doing well. I love you, and I miss you. Mwah!